There's so much exciting stuff for Pokemon coming out soon. Pokemon Unite, Diamond and Pearl remakes, and Legends Arceus. But instead of being smart and talking about those on my Pokemon YouTube channel, I want to talk about some obscure game that came out years ago. Magikarp Jump is a mobile game that came out in May of 2017, and I was pretty hooked on it for a while. I played as far into the game as I could. It had updates fairly often, but by the time the final update came out, I had a different phone. I tried to transfer over my file, but alas, no matter how many times I tried, it wouldn't let me, so I bid this game farewell. But I thought it'd be a nice idea for a video to take a look at it again. Just a casual game for a comfy video. Oh, I was wrong. This game is so much more intense than I remembered. So Magikarp Jump is free to play, but it does have microtransactions. Nothing exclusive, but still. I have spent very small amounts on Pokemon Go for community days in the past, but I refuse to spend money if I don't have to. But you want to know what I will gladly spend my money on? Pokemon merchandise. Do you want to know what the vast majority of Pokemon merchandise is? Japan! But fear not, because Buyee can help you with that. Thank you, Buyee, for sponsoring this video. So Buyee is a proxy buying service you can use to get exclusive items all the way from Japan. You can order from sites like Rakuten or Yahoo Japan and tons more, and Buyee will be able to ship it out for you. I live in the UK, so I can't even order from the American Pokemon Center, but with Buyee, I can get tons of Pokemon Center items and even ones that are exclusive to Japan. They also have a wide variety of other sites that they cover too. And if you use my link in the description, you can get a first-time order coupon of 2,000 yen. That's about $20! So again, huge thank you to Buyee for sponsoring this video. So the premise of this game is quite simple. Magikarp Jump. You raise a bunch of different Magikarp, go through the different leagues, and try to become the greatest Magikarp trainer the world has ever seen. You make your Magikarp more powerful by feeding and training it, and you can pay money to make it go faster, but I'm not doing that. The main goal is to complete all of the different leagues, but there are other objectives on the side. After training in league battles, you can activate random events, which there's an event dex for, or the pattern dex to complete. Oh, did I not mention that? There are tons of different patterns to collect, with some being a lot rarer than others. I really like the concept. It's kind of like regional variants. You got your standard carp, some cool two-tone patterns, some koi carp inspired patterns, just pink, zebra, purple with diamonds, this blue one. They go a bit out of control. Oh, and shiny. Speaking of shinies, there actually is another way to shiny hunt in this game. So occasionally, a Manaphy will swim across the pond. Tapping it will activate an event called Food Fever, which just gives you a bunch of food with this swarm of Corsola and Love Disc. But the Corsola and Love Disc can actually be shiny. I remembered finding a shiny Love Disc when I first played the game, and I was determined to find one again. I have no clue what the shiny odds are, but put it this way. I played till pretty late on in this game my first time, and I only ever saw the one shiny Love Disc. And I got even further this time without seeing a single shiny. And then something incredible happened. Another Food Fever begins, and right away I see a beautiful sight. A blue Corsola. I try to zoom in on it, but there's food everywhere, and before I know it, it's gone. Excuse me? Excuse me? I played this far without a single shiny, only to get 2 in the same Food Fever. What are the odds of that happening? Like, literally, what are the odds? I want to know! I counted, and you see about 25 different Pokemon every Food Fever. Yes, I'm really analysing it that much. At this point, I've seen around 130 different Food Fevers. I can't remember the exact number because I forgot to record that part. But even if we just do a crude calculation and say it's 25 by 130, that's still over 3,000 different Pokemon seen. I feel like it could just be regular shiny odds and I somehow got 2 in the same batch. Maybe that's why it took me 7 years to find a Sentret. All my luck gets used up in stupid stuff like this. Each Magikarp is unique and special. They all have individual bonuses. One might have a training boost or a food boost or coins, but some are definitely more special than others. You might get stuck with a carp that has a not so great bonus and desperately be trying to get rid. Speaking of, your Magikarp can full on die in this game. There are some events that have a chance of sending your new friend to the pond in the sky. An item ball with something special in it? Nope, it's a Voltorb and you're dead. The game doesn't even try to hide it. You walk home alone, your carp is dead and it's your fault. You're gonna have to live with this burden for the rest of your days. Or what about this? A tree with a tasty berry for your fishy friend? Nope. A Pidgeotto snatches it up, never to be seen again. A one-time event you can activate is if you repeatedly make Magikarp jump out of the water, the Pidgeotto will come to the pond and just take it away. I'm sorry, buddy. You gotta go. I need a coins carp. One of the funnier ways you can lose a carp is if it evolves into a Gyarados. In this game, Gyarados useless. We want carp. This game is no joke. The progression gets slower as you get further in, so it does start to drag quite a bit. It's not even particularly challenging, it just takes so long because everything is timer-based. Training points take half an hour to regenerate, league points take an hour and a half, all of the different support Pokemon take anywhere between 50 minutes to 12 hours. What was meant to be a fun little side project became very distracting. Oh, my Piplup gonna regenerate and give me more training points in 5 minutes. That's not really enough time to get much else done. Maybe I'll go on TikTok for a few minutes while I wait. It's a trap! No one goes on TikTok for just a few minutes! Put the phone down, it's not worth it! If you're someone like me that gets very easily distracted, then don't play this game, don't do it. So there are 10 different leagues to complete in this game. I only ever got up to the Ultra League when I first played, but this time I was going all the way. Along with my Karps, we jumped our way to victory, and after what seemed like a lifetime, I managed to defeat the Elite Four and the champion. But the journey still wasn't over. I still needed to complete all of the passings and complete the event decks. Beating the league gave me access to the blue and violet Karps, with the rarer Raindrop patterns being a 2% chance every time I fish up a Karp, or around 1 in 50 or 1 in 25 combined. It took me 89 generations to get one of them. I had one of these rare Karps in my possession, but my willpower had been torn to shreds and I could not go on. A few weeks went by and I felt liberated, but I could feel the game pulling me back. I didn't want to put myself through that torment again, but I still had much to do, so I cast out my fishing line once more. And with another 45 generations, I finally got the last Karp in the passing decks. But my work is still not done yet. I still have to complete the event decks. I had most of them already, but some of them are pretty obscure. Find a hidden switch, fish up a Ditto, make your Karp and do a sacrifice. But there was one that I had not managed to do yet. Fish up a Dratini. I remembered that if you recast your line 5 times, then you'd be able to activate this mysterious event. Recasting costs 10 diamonds, so I'll have to pay 50 in total, which isn't that bad, right? Alright, that's one. Huh? Okay, the first one is 10, then they charge you 50. This event costs over 200 diamonds. But you underestimate me. I saved up. I could spend these on a new support Pokemon, maybe the Eevee, but no, I gotta spend it on a Dratini I don't even get to keep. But even now, I'm still not done. My Magikarp reached level 100 a while ago, but it doesn't stop there. Even after its level maxes out, it keeps gaining JP. But there has to be a limit, and I'm going to find it. The next Karp I fish is gonna go down in legend. Let's go, Neville. I knew Neville would be powerful, but he's my finest student yet. His JP passed 1 trillion. He couldn't be stopped. He passed 5 trillion, 10 trillion, and then 12.9. Limitless power has a number, and it's exactly 12.9 trillion. And so this is where it all comes to. And as I watch the credits roll one final time, I reflect upon all of the Karps that have brought me here. Matilda, Chester, E. I'm so proud of you all. All in all, this took me 3 months. 3 months of tense battles, 3 months of grueling training, 3 months of crushing disappointment. 3 months well spent. Hi, thank you for watching. This is the part of the video where I promote my Twitch stream because I'm streaming right now. Yay! Doing some shiny hunting. It's fun. You'll like it, I promise. Please come. Alright, that's all I got to say, so bye!